So in task one, it tells us that Hank has a recipe that calls for 1 cup of sour cream. So here's our 1 cup of sour cream and 4 cups of milk. So we can see those stacked. 1 sour cream, 4 cups of milk. So before we go on and answer these questions, I have a few questions first for you. So first, I want you to see what kind of patterns you notice. So go ahead and pause the video and look for any patterns in this chart here. So I noticed that 1 to 4, I had to get there by timesing 4. And I did the same thing here. 2 times 4 is 8. So that's one pattern I noticed was going across. I also noticed a pattern going down. To get here, I times by 2. 1 times 2 is 2. And I did the same thing over here. 4 times 2 is 2. So everything we're doing is going to follow a pattern when you have a constant rate. So now let's talk about what is the ratio of sour cream to milk. So when we have sour cream first to milk, pause and write down what that would look like. So I think it would look like 1 to 4. I could write it 1 to 4 or 1 to 4. So 3 different ways to write that. So I need a fourth of the sour cream than I do milk. So that fraction kind of helps me think about how much it is compared to the other one. So now pause and see if you can write down the milk to sour cream ratio. So that one would just be the opposite. I could say it's 4 to 1. 4 divided by 1 is 4. So I need 4 times the milk, or I can do that backwards, a fourth of the sour cream. I can say it's 4 to 1 or 4 to 1. So lots of ways to write the same thing, but these fractions here really help us think. I need a fourth of the sour cream, right? I would need to make 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So I need a fourth of it, or I need 4 times the milk. Okay, so go ahead and see if you can finish the chart here. So fill these in, what would come next. So go ahead and pause and then come back and check that. So 1, 2, so I'm noticing this is counting by 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is counting by 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16. And I can even check. So I said I had to times by 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12 because I need 4 times the amount of milk. And 4 times 4 is 16. I could go backwards and divide by 4 to make it 4 times smaller. I can check this way. To get to 1 to 3 is times by 3. 4 times 3 is 12. 1 times 4 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So lots of ways to figure those out, but it should follow those same patterns. So now let's think, we don't have 9 on our chart here, but if he used 9 cups of sour cream, so if I put a 9 here, I want you to pause and see if you can figure out how much milk he would need. So I'm going to say, I'm going to come to here. To get from 1 to 9, I would have to times by 9. So I've got to do the same thing here and times by 9. 4 times 9 is 36. I also noticed a pattern that I had to times this by 4. It was 4 times bigger. 9 times 4 is 36. So even without just filling out the chart, we can figure out different amounts using that same pattern. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So go ahead and pause and complete all of the questions on task 1, and then come back when you are ready to do task 2.